This is Keith Neeley and John Licata at Licata Live.
We are live.
We are live. I hope you didn't catch the first part of this. We didn't know we were live. Keith is doing some
I've
exercise
been crunching.
that typically women do, but that's okay. That's okay. We got a couple things to cover. We always have a little bit of fun.
Yep, May 9th.
Always have
right?
a little bit of fun.
May 9th.
Today is May 9th, but I want to let our Licata group team, we train a lot. We study
All the time.
We just came out of a meeting where we're introducing a new marketing platform to help us grow attention to our listings and because exposure's a big part of getting things sold and
Exactly.
getting the best offers in a short amount of time. So we're working on a new platform today that we're introducing to our team.
We're going to train David and I next week off to Orlando, some training. That'll be fun.
Yeah. They're, Keith and David traveling to our brokerage's national conference in Orlando,
Orlando.
at what's the name of the place?
I don't know.
It's
Nice
a-
hotel, right?
It is a beautiful hotel. I was there last year.
Some swinging.
Keith is not golfing, unfortunately, so people could keep their money. He's not going to be taking anyone's money.
I might be able to sneak one in there while I'm down there.
Last night we had a pizza night.
Oh, it was a lot of fun.
Pizza night.
You hosted a wonderful evening. That was a lot of fun.
At my house, no karaoke this time. The weather was beautiful, and some of the folks brought their spouses because it's all at our team building. We're real estate is definitely a lifestyle. So the spouses are invited, and I had some pizza shipped in from where I grew up.
Pittston, or where was it?
Well, I'm from Pittston, but it's northeastern Pennsylvania, the greatest pizza. And
It was really
this
good.
is from old Forge style pizza, which is a very unique
I
style.
like the red sauce. That was.
But one of the things that came out of that meeting, of that
We learned a
last
lot,
night,
didn't we? We learned a lot.
We learned a lot about each other. If you all probably know, he's certainly a regular on Licata Live. It's our real estate advisor, partner, friend,
Our Scottish
David
one.
McPherson.
McPherson.
McPherson from Scotland, and his wonderful, beautiful wife Allison,
Also from Scotland.
also from Scotland. They've been married 40 years, and she is a handful. She is a treat. So, just if anyone is traveling to Mexico
Ask them.
in the near future,
Ask them what to avoid.
they need to talk to Allison, and she can tell them not to drink the water.
Don't drink the.
Don't drink the water. And what could happen if you drink the water? I'll just leave it at that. But it is actually very
Yes.
very informative. I didn't realize you can get this stuff by
I
drinking
didn't-
the water.
I didn't
But
either.
Allison
That kind of
bore
stuff.
witness to it. And if Allison said it, it must be
It must be true, 'cause she-
And the next time I hear that word, that disease, I will think of
I would
our
think of
Allison.
Allison.
Or Allison.
And their time in Mexico.
Holy mackerels. As far as the market goes, and we like to talk a little bit about the market, it's pretty simple. You've heard the word, there's going to be a decline. Has there been a big decline?
There's not been a
Here in our
decline.
region?
No, there really hasn't been.
There really has been a shift.
Yeah.
Now, what does that mean? What does shift mean? Now, does shift mean things are tanking? No. Real estate, there's always real estate. Two things that are constant: real estate and water.
Okay.
Real estate and water, right?
Taxes, but okay.
And on the real estate side, real estate is popular or less popular, but there's always things going on in real estate. So what happened is the main reason why people buy real estate is they have to have shelter.
Right,
They have to have shelter. It's also a key part of wealth.
The portfolio.
People who have real estate generally have more wealth than those who don't.
Agreed.
But certainly you need to have shelter. But it's shifted. And when we say it's shifted, it means that there are different drivers. So what has happened in the last 7, 8, 9 months is where interest rates were driving a lot of activity because of low interest rates. Interest rates started going up, doubled, even more than doubled, but people are still buying real estate,
Yeah.
but maybe for some different reasons.
Well,
It's
life
driving
stuff
it.
still happens. People are still getting married. People are still passing away. People still getting divorced. People still, I mean, life happens, and real estate's a big part of that.
So it's shifted, and people, it's now normal.
Right. You know what I think it too? When gas got to like $3 a gallon, everybody's all freaked out about it. Now gas is that's what we're. It's
330,
We're used to
340.
it.
I paid three
not a
320
shocking
some
thing
last week.
anymore. We are just
It
absorbed. It
becomes the new normal,
It does.
and things sort of even out, and people sort of accept it. Now, when you're vintage like me, I'm not old, but I'm a little older than most. I'm certainly a few years older than Keith.
A lot of years.
You know, I remember 12% interest rates. I remember 16% interest rates. You know, so when you think about 6, but I also remember 2.95% interest rates, and a number of our people who are living here in the United States, who are 40 and younger, that's
all they know.
almost the only thing they
That's all
know,
they know.
until now. So things have shifted and things have started to normalize. Of our listings, and just looking truly just from our vantage point, which is pretty wide because we sell a wide area,
Mhm.
all of our listings, virtually all of our listings have sold at or above offer, or certainly in the range of the list price, quickly,
Pretty quickly. Yeah.
and in a number of times multiple offers.
Right. Historically speaking, a listing agreement 6 months. We rarely have seen anything go.
Well, when I bought my community here, when we bought it was our second home, was a vacation home. I mean, it was average days on market was over 100 days.
Right.
That's not the case now. It hasn't been that way
It's
for
close to the
several
30 days
years.
now, but it's cyclical like everything else, you know, and that's where we're at now.
But one of the things I wanted to talk about in the negotiation, in the contract, you see certain things, and one of the things that we're seeing that people were waiving in the past was a home inspection.
Right, like a bull or bear market. It was a year ago, no inventory. You had to come in with your best foot forward. You had to come
Everything.
in over sales price. You had to waive everything you could possibly waive. Home inspections,
that's frightening.
appraisal contingencies. I mean, just it was.
But today, focusing on a home inspection, which we're seeing more of.
Right. That's
What are in a contract, when you're writing, everything is about the contract. So you put an offer together.
Mhm.
It's a contractual obligation.
right.
You're making an offer until it's accepted. It's not locked in.
Right.
But let's focus on a home inspection.
All right.
What are the 3 types relating to a home inspection? What are the 3, Keith? What are the 3 types?
They're looking for material defects. They're looking for
Identify material defects
Yep.
that aren't apparent to us when we're walking through the house,
whether the house has been maintained or not, and then
and how to maintain the house
And
going
then-
forward.
right, and then also how to use your systems, where your filters are, where your
How the house works,
how the house works, how
where
does
the shut-off valves
How
are.
does the water softener work? How does the dishwasher work? How does the thermostat work? All that.
And your home inspector prepares a document. When the home inspector does his inspection, he prepares a document. Most of it is boilerplate,
Mm-hmm.
and how it reads, but it's specific to that house, and it becomes useful depending on how the contract is written.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going to, why
Right,
do
yeah. Tell me what. So John, you get a home inspection. What are your options then? So you can do what? If
So
you're the
I-
buyer, I'm the seller. You go have your.
So I can write the home inspection to void the contract completely. If there's something that becomes revealed to me, I want to walk away from the offer.
Get your deposit back.
I
No
get-
harm, no foul.
I absolutely I get my deposit back,
Mhm.
and I move on.
Right.
And I move on. So one is to void it and move on.
The other one, which we see a lot of, it's now, we see a lot of void ones when the competition's tight and people don't want to ask for much. They want to make their offer as clean as possible. So you try to tell them, well, don't, make your home inspection just the big items. More traditional, when the market it's kind of where it is now, people are asking for repairs to be done. They'll do a more traditional home inspection where.
So that's to negotiate. So you do a home inspection to identify items and then to negotiate them. To negotiate.
Broken window, bad door.
The roof, we didn't think the roof was bad, but we identified the HVAC.
Right. No way of really knowing that until you actually have a home inspection.
Your home inspector has a moisture meter, and they identify there's something in the ceiling. Maybe it happened 4 years ago. It's been addressed, so they're going to check it out with a moisture meter.
Right.
It's taken care of. You don't have to worry about it. So another is to avoid, to negotiate repairs.
And then the third one's informational purposes only.
So the informational purposes only might be, to help you with your home warranty.
Right, or a cash buyer that wants to just, hey, I'm going to buy the house regardless. I just want to see what I'm.
I just want to see what I'm getting into.
Right.
I just want to know up front. You could always do a home inspection. You do a home inspection. You're in that. You own the house. You've been in the house for years. You can still get a home inspection.
In fact, we tell a lot of folks that they're thinking about listing the house, go ahead and get a pre-inspection. You know what you're going to have to deal with. The same inspectors are going to look at it. So if you think nobody's going to notice your HVAC's on the last leg, they're going to notice that your HVAC's on the last leg. So it's good to head that off at the beginning.
So in today's offer environment, we're seeing home inspection being accepted.
Mm-hmm.
And it can begin to be void for info only and to negotiate. And on the seller side, if there's a contingency that's going to shut down and void the offer, the contract, they want to know quickly. So generally what we will do when we're representing a buyer, positioning it to the seller, to the seller's agent, to hopefully get the offer accepted, we'll say, hey, we're going to do the home inspection in an expedient period of time.
A week, 10 days.
And we try to do it. I try to do it in 7 days, sometimes 5.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes 5.
Because the seller doesn't want to tie up their home off the market. If you're going to go through the deal, we want to get rid of all the contingencies as quickly as possible.
So hopefully this has been informative to you. And again, if you are going to Mexico anytime, even if it's 2 years from now,
Just call her anyway. Let her know.
call Allison. She's fun to work with, and she will give you her insight into what her experiences are.
Whew.
All right, Keith.
We did it, man.
We're done.
Until
Thank
next
you very
time.
much. Until next time, Licata Live.